This land of ours is under attack. Time has come, we're gonna take it back. Just wait and see. Don't tread on me. I won't sit back, stand idly by, and watch the heart of my nation die. Oh, not me. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on my Bible, don't tread on my guts, don't you tread on my faith in God's only Son. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me.
Talks about it. Nope, she does. I guess lawsuit. They lost a lawsuit is what I'm thinking.
Who lost it? Zoom?
Probably that's why they have to say that, because you took away my privacy. We were doing a private Zoom meeting.
Oh, yeah. There was even some lady that sued this candy called Game or a game called Candy or whatever. And she sued them for it causing her addiction to the game.
Candy Crush, probably, yeah. And not to mention, Steve, money's getting tighter and tighter. When I get paid on the 3rd, it's almost like I'm broke on the 9th.
Yeah, it's Walmart, like I said, went up a lot, but you know what? I knew gas was going to be going down, and I think it dropped like 34 cents just in a week and a half here.
Walmart's got food, though.
That's big of a drop, but the food's not going to go down. There's no reason for the food to be that high. I mean, to go up $1 like that. Yeah, there's and eggs out here are like 5 something now.
Really?
I think Trump's trying to, yeah.
Our-
The HHS secretary or the Commerce, was it HHS or Christy Noel?
Probably.
One of the secretaries went to an egg farm or a chicken farm to see what really happened. And then all of a sudden, the eggs are going like $5. What's that?
It doesn't. It's not showing up. It says 9.49 on it. I'll put it on the Well, let's see if I could change the brightness of it and see if it goes. Yeah, you can kind of see it. See, 9.
Yeah.
For eggs.
When was it?
We were just there tonight at the grocery store.
Well, over here, we'll see then what's going on, because all the eggs here just dropped down to $5.50. There's still a lot of crap going on. And then that thing, I did see the thing with Zelensky. It came up because I watched Steve Turley and those guys. So
I got the full thing if you wanna watch it. Because some people I've noticed have been doing 1.5 or 3-minute skip-its. I was gonna say all I started saying was when you want to watch it, because what people are doing, I'm noticing, is doing minute clip-its or up to 3 or 5-minute clip-its. There's actually a 10-minute clip-it where it starts it from the beginning, goes all the way to it, and that was the one that's worth watching, of just watching how it escalates to that point. And Zelensky looks like he's on cocaine.
well, he was kind of had his responses were very poor, and sitting here like this, like Trump was like this, and JD Vance was leaning forward. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Ukrainian people need to get rid of him now.
Oh, they're already working on impeachment. And oh yeah, here, while we're on it, I already passed by it.
Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out when I walk in the spot.
We don't need to hear that. Yeah, that's Zelensky.
What?
Yeah.
I don't care if he's a comedian or not. That's tendencies that men.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
that.
I don't know how far you are delayed back, but yeah, there is. But some of it was I could just see by the the jitteriness, the moving around, the whole interview. I can't wait to see the whole interview with the My Bright Side broadcast, because they had it where it was a small box,
Yeah.
and then they cut into it. I mean, the part I'm going to show you is full screen, but they should have a full video released. No, I just wanted to make sure I did that off so I don't have anything. Oh, I guess I might as well just show it. Did you see this? That's
No.
That's Trump's mugshot.
Oh yeah, over there, yeah.
You can see it better right there.
Yeah, I've seen that before back there.
He looks that exact. I think it shows it from one more angle. Yeah, see.
He's like sending a really strong message whoever walks in there, huh?
Yeah.
Man, JD Vance, that dude, he doesn't mess around either.
No. The one part I did like that I think you need a little bit more training on was the we don't need to be fighting like this out in the media. No, Trump was, here you go, here's your rope, keep going,
Yeah.
you gonna hang yourself, go.
He did. And so, and Trump saying, why do you want all your people to keep dying? 1.5 million people.
Yeah.
Thousands die a day. Why do you want to keep people dying?
Oh, and they're already starting to working on impeachment. His Congress is already working on impeachment of him.
Oh, Zelensky?
Yep.
Yeah, it's because he
Actually a dictator.
is. So, but he's gonna have enough people hating him that he ain't gonna survive. Somebody's gonna get his butt. Because he's not a very nice person.
Well, martial law since what, 2012 is when or 2016, one of the two when they started.
Right, yeah. And then he's suppressing the Orthodox Church. He's suppressing the media that is conservative. He stopped the elections. He is suppressing their Congress. So it's like Putin hates him. I would not be surprised that a accident happens.
Oh,
You know what I mean? An accident.
no, I said all because you went to prescription. Yeah, you're right. An accident happening to him, and it might be done by the CIA. But
Well, our CIA, what's her name? Why can't I remember her name?
Christian or Christy Nome.
No. The other one's the head of intelligence now.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I
When
can't.
they accused of being a spy. What is wrong with me? You know what? I'm going to put all their pictures up on my wall with their names under there. It'll come to me in a little bit. She was the A-10 pilot, former military, used to be a Democrat.
Yeah, actually, I wish. Now I wish I would have went over to. They came here to Omaha.
Did
You
they?
know, yeah, instead of Trump coming here, they came over. But
Yeah.
seriously, at that time, I couldn't get over listening to RFK because it's like, I mean, it's just hard for me to listen to. That's all it is.
Right. It's the same thing. I like the guy, but I have a hard time listening.
That's it. I mean, I would have loved to talk to him because I didn't know he was going to be the Department of Health and Human Services, because I got a lot to talk to him about with some of the stuff that I dealt with and the other.
Yeah.
Are you looking it up right now, Steve, of her name?
Yeah, I'm starting my other computer up. I had it shut down so it doesn't screw up the
Bandwidth thing.
yeah, it's just that.
Well, you want me to show the video while we're on the subject?
Yeah,
of this
go ahead.
one? And then, like I said, it's just a reminder. It's 10 minutes of but trust me, it's where. Oh, here, look, you'll determine it for yourself.
Both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, hi, Vladimir, how are you?"
I don't see your video.
It doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with.
It's not sharing video.
No.
I'll have to do it again. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'll have to do it in the first place. I never shared video from the.
Oh, okay. Well,
Stop
I'll
sharing.
definitely do it.
when you started talking, Steve, because last
Putin? I'm not.
one of our first videos that we ever did, Steve, you were talking and this was edited over, or this was over your face. I was showing something, and so that's why I stopped sharing.
Oh, okay.
Both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, "Hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal?" That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now the President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact
2015.
2014 and
2014.
Yeah. So
He couldn't stop it a second.
That's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till
You there?
2022, the situation the
Wait,
same.
stop it a
People
second.
have been
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard's her name. So I wrote it down so I remember it. But anyways, he said Putin was coming into Ukraine and killing a bunch of people. And that wasn't happening because Trump was in office. Trump wouldn't have put up with that crap.
Yeah.
So the man's lying again.
Yep.
And if you want to continue it on, you can for people who have never seen it.
Yeah.
dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation. And we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed with him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have
And
problems.
do you think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of the
will
United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't know
God
that.
bless. You will
Don't-
not
you
have
gotta-
a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
you're
doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel
you
very
will
good.
feel
Let's stop again a minute.
Very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the
bad position,
beginning
and
of
he
the
happens
war.
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I
You don't
was
have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
But right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
Yeah, you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
What do you-
III.
what do you think
You're
about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting, have
today.
you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for
What-
the United States
what
of
are you
America
talking about?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country's
Can I-
in big
can I-
trouble.
can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No,
Can
you've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
I...
You have a damn
We-
good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
allowed.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and your
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if,
West
if you
Virginia?
didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
s-
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course,
It's
yes.
going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of
accept
times
that there,
thank you
accept
to
that,
American people.
accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on
I
over
understand,
there.
sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I wanted this. Look. If you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're
I
saying
said-
you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
that
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was with
wasn't with
a
you.
guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
But this
That
is
was
your,
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. Back in statement is, Obama
Lying.
gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards, but without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry,
It'll
here.
be a tough deal to make,
Um,
because the attitudes have to change.
what if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you
but
saying?
what if
She's asking, what if Russia
Putin
breaks the
breaks
ceasefire?
for
What
the-
if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
But they have
Okay?
weapons.
What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me.
But all-
Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? This is going to be great television, I will say that. All right, we'll see what we can do about putting it together. Thank you.
Hey, Steve.
Yep, I'm
You
there.
see that platter?
Yeah.
That platter there is what Trump and Vance delivered Zelensky's ass on.
What?
Yeah, they delivered this platter right here. They delivered Zelensky's ass to himself and presented it to him. Did you just hear?
In that platter?
Not literally.
Oh, I know that, but I mean.
Oh, did you also hear that they gave back, the FBI gave back all the files that they took away? It was in Air Force One before it took off to Mar-a-Lago.
Really? Because I heard that the New York office was locking them down. They were pulling the deep state bullcrap.
Nope. They watched, the guy from Outside Broadcasting watched him load him up.
So they're not letting us see the list yet for some reason.
No, not the Epstein list. This is all the stuff, the files that they took from Mar-a-Lago during the FBI.
Oh, yeah, the Mar-a-Lago raid.
And all those FBI agents, by the way, were voluntary.
They volunteered to go on that.
Yes.
Are those the same ones in New York trying to keep the Epstein files suppressed?
Possibly.
Because it looks like the Caligula, the Roman, that tried to murder, what's his name? I'll remember it. Here I go again, man. Too much stuff in my head. Yeah. Marcus Aurelius. And that's kind of like, actually what they're doing with this, they're letting the rest of the scums expose themselves. So they knew who in the FBI to go and grab.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at me. It's basically sticking up the same way as what we've been doing to fighting against them. You know, we've been sticking our heads up. And then they've been trying to get us, like the January 6ers have been talking to them and snatching them up. And
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
We know that's not happening anymore, though. But you also mentioned that one of the January 6 guys was killed.
Yeah. Speaking of it,
I can't open.
How are you?
By the way, since Samsung did not let me do my old Messenger, they let me do it. Have me do a new Messenger. I can't share any more files. I used to be able to share files up to 10 minutes long.
Wow.
Yeah, not no more.
Hello. How you doing? Good. How are you today? Pretty well. The reason I'm pulling yours for 70 and a 55. Any reason for going that fast today?
Yes, sir. I was just keeping up with traffic.
Okay, fair enough. You got your license and registration on you?
Can I put it in park?
Yeah. Where you coming from today?
Church and my mom's cemetery.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that I'm a January 6th defendant.
What do you mean?
I stormed the Capitol. I'm waiting on my pardon.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't really afford to get in any trouble right now.
Okay. I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
I am driving without a license right now.
Okay, so why are you doing that then?
Well, I have to. I've been waiting for my hardship license. I just moved back from Idaho.
Okay.
And I had to move back here because my federal case.
All right, Matt, hang tight for me, okay? And I'll get back with you, all right? Hey, Matt, you want to go ahead and shut your vehicle off and step back here with me real quick?
Yep.
Go ahead and shut it off for me, please.
Why did he tell him
Am I under arrest or anything?
that he
Come
was
back
the
here.
January 6th guy?
I don't know.
What even brought that up?
I told a police officer when I had a sheriff at my house and a U.S. Marshal. I that's when I brought it up.
'Cause I don't even bring that stuff up.
Well, I brought it up because I thought that's what they were here at my house for.
Oh. Yeah, you let them bring it up. So, yeah, we'll finish watching this because this doesn't look like it's going to end very well.
Nope.
I'll explain everything to you, okay? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to hold on to this real quick while I explain it to you. Okay, so today you're getting off with a verbal warning for the speed. However, you're a habitual traffic violator.
I know.
Which means that you are at a felony status for driving while suspended. So today you are going to come with me.
Well, I can't.
You're going to have to, okay? You're going to come with me today, all right?
No, I can't go to jail for this, sir.
You're going to have to come.
Can I get a ride?
No.
Are you
There's no-
sure?
this
I
is
will-
a-
I'll
there's a-
violate my.
Just listen to me, okay? Number one, it's a felony offense. There's no leeway with felonies in the state of Indiana. Now, maybe if it was a misdemeanor offense, I could work something out with you, but it's not a misdemeanor. It's a felony offense. Okay? So that's why I can't work with you today with it. Okay? I understand your circumstances, but you understand that you can't drive. Okay? So your driving has resulted into this situation. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to put your information right here for a sec. I want you to turn around and put your hands on. Don't you do it, buddy. No.
I'm shooting myself.
No.
Dude, he brought that on himself.
Yeah. But also, Steve, the other part is I noticed is look at the date. 26 of this year. So he could have just got released and not wanted to go back.
I know, but you don't resist like that. And then he went and grabbed a weapon.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's J6 or not. You can tell the guy was a little mentally unstable.
Yep. And they've been through some shit too. I mean,
Oh yeah, I can tell, but yeah.
Dude, I can tell you that sometimes I almost feel like I have the same reactions of not wanting to go back to jail. You know, I don't like that place. I don't think it's just like hell. I don't think it was built for me.
Yeah, I don't think it's built for any of us, but you know, hadn't gotten in, what the heck? It would be, it'd be bad for all of us that were at DC that day, put it that way.
Actually, it's bad for them now. Actually, another thing is I would like to start having you and I start interviewing January 6thers that I know. Remember the Uncle Sam?
Yeah.
I just Facebook Messenger him tonight because he doesn't like opening these things up through Messenger. So I explained to him, and then I'd like to interview him, but then also remember that one woman that's dressed from head to toe of she almost looks like a Nazi with United States paraphernalia. The reason why I say Nazi, if you look at the hat, it kind of looks like the old SS hats. You know what I mean? The little flat top and the little thing and a little bill.
Yeah.
And then the boots, she looks like like you would see in the 80s, Steve, the German girls look like the Nazi.
Yeah. The German.
Nazi,
Yeah,
Nazi.
look at her dancing the disco.
Seriously, it did. I mean, I don't know if I should try to go look for a picture real quick. You saw her at the Clay Clark thing, but yeah. The I can't bring up a picture anyways. I'll have to email it to myself. But yeah, go ahead. You missed it. I was singing the Oscar Mayer Wiener song where you're going. Oh yeah. Hey, you remember I Want to Be an Oscar Mayer Wiener? Doesn't that kind of sound a little suspicious of Meat Grinder? Soylent Green?
Yeah.
It just popped in my head all of a sudden while I was waiting on you. Because I said we're doing a staring contest, because every time you free Steve, you're like this. You don't blink or anything, you're just like straight, okay, staring contest.
Yeah.
Gotta make
fun.
fun
What's going on with this? It's like some weird interference. Ever since when they put that 5G tower in, there it goes, that 5G tower.
Yeah.
That's when, like, when I'm doing better at sleeping now, but that's when my sleep changed on me. Sleeping.
Yeah.
And I believe there's some intense something going on to take down the Wi-Fi.
That, and I think there's also a bunch of attacks going on. I know that sounds stupid, but I know that there's something going on within this part, to freeze up and to deal with the other crap.
Well, yeah, it's like when I'm on my phone, like in my vehicle, right? And I have it, going Wi-Fi into the stereo. When I listen in, we know I have to fight to get volume. If I'm Steve Turley, I have to fight to get the volume to work. But if I just click over to Pandora, bam, works right away. Or click on something else on YouTube, bam, it works right away.
Have you tried to turn your volume up on your phone too? Because I noticed.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, it's dead. And I have to restart it.
That's weird.
It is. All of it is.
It's like that credit card thing. I found what I was looking for. I'll show you in a minute. Of the the sexy patriot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Nazi or whatever the hell I don't know what she's trying to do. But yeah, I'm gonna go step outside for a minute. Keep clearing things.
All right.
Have I? Yeah, Miss Daisy's going to sleep.
Yeah, well, the San Francisco court tried to, was ruling against Trump. And the other guy that ruled against him with U.S. aid, John Roberts came in and shut his butt down. So Trump is just blowing these pieces off. MSN, they're another problem child. If we would be doing so much better if we got rid of the propaganda media, the fake news. We really would. The country would turn around. They're scaring people with tariffs. They're messing with the market because the market's becoming emotional. A few years ago, it wasn't emotional. It was about trading.
Yep.
So when the tariffs engage on the 4th, then in a couple of weeks, the markets are going to come back around fine. I mean, I still did okay trading today. Didn't lose any. At the end, I was trying to trade something, and then my trade view started messing up on me. Yeah, it was weird. I was trying to pull up IWM, and it kept coming up to some freaking foreign country currency.
The dong?
No, it wasn't a dong. I don't know what it was, man. It was like, what the heck?
The ruble? Or I can only think
No,
of
it was something because like $100 and some was worth 25,000 of theirs. So it was, you know, who knows what it was.
this.
But I'm gonna have to work on that. Oh, yeah, that looks okay. She kind of looks like a Captain America mix.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying, oh, you see the rest of the boot part, and then, but
Yeah.
you see the hat. The hat, you could change the hat, but it's still, to me, it's the, you know, y'all.
Yeah, did she get taken in?
Yeah. She's got a picture on her car. She has a bunch of decorations and stuff. I would have to go get it. No, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying, to me, when I saw it, I was just thinking, you know, sexy Nazi uniform just with patriotic stuff, or, you know, American on it. That's all.
Yeah, it was just all red, white, and blue, you know, homemade hat. So,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, she got arrested. I'd like to go interview her. She's also was in the military, but go ahead.
yeah, well, I was going to kind of hit on the fact that, you know, with Doge, like your mom said, I can't remember the woman that's really in charge of Doge. Musk is just advising as he goes along.
The punching bag for the dumbasses. He's
Yeah.
basically the light for the flies, the gnats.
Well, yeah, he's a distraction. He really is. But, you know, swinging around a chainsaw, I took that as going after corruption, going after the fraud, you know, going after all the fake stuff. That's what I took it as. Are we frozen again?
No, I'm looking for what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Emily something, I thought. No, Amy Gleason. I don't know. No, that's not right. Well, I think it was Amy Gleason.
So those guys that were on January 6th, are the ones you're talking about? Are they available to talk to?
Yeah.
Have you
I have.
contacted them?
I have Uncle Sam's phone number, and I said that Uncle Sam could stay at the house when he travels through here.
Oh, is he still doing his thing?
Yeah, off and on, and some people I think are paying him too. Also, remember that the primaries are coming up, so they're going to be wanting to use him as you know.
Oh yeah, and right now the Democrats are getting smoked really bad.
It's their own fault.
Well, I know they stand for, now the party stands for corruption, fraud, deception, fakery, you know, bigotry, racism. They stand for that. Now what's going on? You're staring weird. Is it messing up?
Nope, just trying to read about what Tina Peters and listen to me. Because I don't know if it's a petition about it.
So are there any Sixers still left in jail?
Probably because what was his name? Kim Clement. Or no, not Kim Clement. Shit. It's he's got a name very similar. David Clement is what his name is. He had a video going the other day, probably like 2 or 3 days ago, of or I don't know, I guess last week it was, where another January 6er got released. So I don't know if that was old video or what, because some of these guys are still hiding them.
Yeah, how many are left? Any word?
No, but I haven't looked into it. I need to, but oh, by the way, you're gonna love that, Steve. Not this one. This one.
Your game is through, 'cause now you have to answer to America. Fuck yeah, live my blood.
Someone just did a meme like that. This is what Europeans think of us. So we run around with, yeah.
Oh, I missed part of it because we froze up.
Oh, hold on, Steve. I'll do it again.
Missed most of it, actually. That's funny.
I came across that meme. I thought you would enjoy it.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. That is.
Oh, they're I forgot to tell you that these little dick wipes are still doing the censoring. Fake Book is still doing it. Remember how I told you that that they were doing the whatchamacallit? I'm trying to delay as I scroll down to it. That they were doing the censoring still, Steve.
Oh, they're still censoring us.
Yeah, I sent you. See, well, I mean, this is sensitive content. You got to see this, Steve. I don't know if you've seen this before. On California Beach.
Not very good at stuff, is he?
Huh?
He's not very good at taking that guy down, is he?
No, he needs to go back to training course.
You don't
Unfortunately,
just swing at somebody. That dude's big enough. Just got to walk up and roar.
what happened to leg
Down on the
sweeps and
ground. What?
taking care? I said, what happened to leg sweeps and taking care of them?
I don't know, but you just walk up and slam him on the ground. I can tell.
Yeah,
What's
I
he
didn't-
scared of?
I haven't watched this. I just shared it because they were saying that people were coming across Mexico into California, like swimming across the sea and coming over that way, Steve, since the border's closed.
And these guys just walk over and grab him. Watch. See? That's all they had to do.
Yep.
What's the big lug with the blonde doing? Looks like an idiot.
I know. And they're saying puto, which is bitch.
Electrify the fence.
That was basically it, and then the video stops. But yeah,
The cartel are going to see those border guards and laugh at them. They need to go get some serious training.
those ones, yes. But I've seen that there's oh, by the way, while we're on this subject, did you know Trump signed an executive order? Guess what the language of America is now officially?
Oh, English.
Yes. And remember, or not remember, but my dad always would say, "Welcome to America. Now learn English."
Yeah. Because they fought that for a long time. When we take control of the House and Senate, we're going to need to do some constitutional amendments. The 14th Amendment, super modify the Second Amendment, and make English our national language.
Everybody should have a banana clip and at least 100 magna magazine clips and at least armor piercing rounds for everybody, mandatory.
Land-based army.
Well, hey, how do you keep your government in check? Oh,
Well, yeah. Well, part of the thing too, I hate to see what's happening in a sense. Now, the fraud, the waste, abuse, yeah, man, all the way. But like we talked, there aren't innocent people that work for the federal government. But the problem is because of the slugs in there, they're all getting lumped into the same thing.
well, that's where you needed to hold. You didn't use the Dan Bongino rule. Remember what you're talking about right now. You
Yeah.
wanted to do yesterday or the day before. You wanted to come on here and yell about it and rant about it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to yell about it. I just wanted to bring up the point that there's innocent people that are getting hurt, that are dedicated and doing their jobs. That's all. I wasn't going to yell about it.
Yeah, but well, you were yelling on the phone, but anyway, yeah, with it happening, like I said, I heard some of them coming back or either being rehired or some of them are actually getting promoted for, doing all the work that the others should have been doing.
Yeah, I think they have a way. I think it's actually tracked. I guarantee because of if they're working through their computers, everything's tracked. And there's good possibility because like my stepdaughter, she had to take on another role, and then another lady that she worked with, she had to do her work too. And yet, it was, we'll see. She hasn't been fired yet. We'll see. But her department they don't know what's going to happen. And I don't really think, I don't know if, because the way Elon was swinging around the chainsaw and those people see that doesn't really look good at that rate. But I think he was swinging around the fact to get rid of the fraud, the waste, and the abuse, and getting rid of the dead weight off of our government, off us, the people. Because the only reason why we're paying high taxes is what? We keep the government employed.
Correct.
And they're sending money to people like Zelensky. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You wait till they get into the stuff really deep. And then people are saying, oh, well, the Cobalt and the Social Security, when it gets in with the new software, it makes mistakes. And then it makes, false ages and this and that. Where Senator Kennedy, him and his team went in, and there were actually checks mailed to these people that are that age. So yes, once again, I saw that on a Joe Rogan show, and the guy they were talking had to be off base.
Oh, also I was watching this too.
Because it's keeps dropping off like this.
Yeah. We had a state patrolman die.
Really?
Here's our airport, all in its glory. If you look hard enough, you can see all the way through.
I can't hear you, man.
I said, this is our airport in all its glory. You can look hard enough, you can see all the way through it. Yeah.
What are they doing?
Putting the flag in there. Presenting the flag. I don't know if that was draped in the coffin or going to be draped in the coffin. Well, it says the last night, United States honored flag arrived at Nebraska. I don't know if it's blessed or something and comes from somewhere or what. I just noticed these guys look like Mounties. You notice that?
Yeah, their hats and their coats.
Yep, there's different colors. But yeah, like I said, there's the end of the terminal, and then it's almost the entryway over here.
So what happened to him?
Got hit by a car, I believe. Then there was a whole funeral procession. Oh yeah. By the way, Steve, have you seen it? I know you're your way, but
This guy done called somebody out there to fix his axle and change some stuff, and then didn't want to pay. And so now the person who fixed it, they taking their stuff back off the truck. Look at this joker right here.
These foreigners always come out here and don't want to pay for work. They don't ever want to pay for work. Marvel right here. Don't want to pay for no job done on an axle surgeon. Yep, so this is what happens when you don't pay for a job. We start repoing our shit back. Let's take it back. Don't want to pay to get the service done, so we take it back.
This guy done called.
I mean, it's I feel for him. I get it, because then you can go reuse it with someone else. But damn, because dude, you know as well as I do, you get in that corporation business piece of shit court system we got now, and it's almost like a loss unless you're a lawyer.
Yeah.
Or a part of the jail system, because it's a corporation now, literally. And it's actually owned by while we're on that subject, it's owned by a private entity. It's not owned by the government like you think it would be.
Yeah, well, all the corporations like mine, even on my shop. That's why I'm going to get rid of it. Too much for taxes. It's a mess.
Especially where you are. I was in California, part 2. Or part 3.
I think it starts to suck everywhere. It gets worse and worse every week. I passed up, I know it was illegal on the toll road, doing 55 miles an hour, like in the center lane. No tags, car was nasty, and he was right in the middle of the stupid highway, toll road, where 75 and he's doing maybe 40, 50, I don't know, but in the way.
Yeah, no cops doing it or touching them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
But they are thinning out considerably.
Oh,
illegal aliens? Yeah, because I was talking to a guy at the gym, and I might have already mentioned this to you. He's noticed too that there's because the illegal aliens are starting to come into the gym too. But they've dropped off immensely. He was like me. You can look at somebody and say, yeah, they're an illegal, because they have that guilty look on their face. I don't know how to explain it.
yeah. No, I know what you mean. And then remember, Mom was talking about it here. That we're by Little Mexico, basically, here in Omaha.
Yeah.
And less and less traffic since Trump got elected.
Yeah, there's parts that have dropped down quite a bit. But I think there's a lot of self-deportation going on and people trying to hide out. But since Trump cut off the money the other week with an executive order and people can't hire them, what are they going to do?
I know.
And then another thing too, here in Denver, all the restaurants got together and wrote the mayor a pretty nasty letter saying since he came in, things have gotten way worse. Now there's murders. Then he wanted to hike an additional 20% tax to help support the restaurants. So he's going to hike the tax. You're going to go in the restaurant, pay 20% more on your dinner. How's that going to work? Then the restaurant owners are complaining they changed the parking. They put bicycle lanes where the parking spaces used to be. Now customers don't have anywhere to park. Typical dumb Democrat mayor. Typical.
Yep.
So right now, the inner city right now is falling apart. 16th Street Mall used to be, you know, kind of a nice place to go on Saturday or Sunday afternoon, but I haven't been down there since COVID because it's turned into a ghost town and it's just gotten really dangerous.
I know it is. I mean, I think I drove by there when I
Yeah.
was driving downtown.
You haven't been down there in a long time. I definitely wouldn't want to live down there, you know.
Oh, I know. The people, I just can't stand just the way that they are. And also, last time I recall, that there were homeless everywhere because that's where we used to go feed them was downtown by Coors Field.
Yeah, but I think the homeless have been kind of disappearing.
Did the McRib come back? Speaking of it, by the way, while we're on the subject of that,
Yeah.
The Steak and Shake is now coming out with beef tallow with no preservatives and all that stuff in it. But pretty soon they'll actually go into real actual cow in their meat, and then also bun that's actual wheat, yeast.
Yeah, real wheat, not the GMO crap that poisons you.
Yeah, grab the shit out of the Iceland base. I think that's probably why he wants it. I forgot. Isn't that where the seedling bank is? Or the seed bank is?
Yeah. If I remember right, it's up in Iceland. They stored all the seeds up there. We still have good seeds.
All the original seeds. I mean, at least there's copies up there of the original seeds. So you just got to get a couple of them and then germinate it. Which that kind of irritates me too, Steve. Here you have these seeds here that have expiration dates. Since when did God have an expiration date on a seed?
As long as it's not put in the soil and it's kept in a dry, cool place,
yeah,
it'll probably work. It'll probably have quite a lifespan.
Yeah, not half these seeds that I got, Steve. That you get from other places. Yeah,
I don't know a lot of the stuff. I mean, I saw cherry trees you can buy. And it'll take you, you have to plant them now though. And then in a year, they'll be full, you know, fledged cherries growing on them. It'd be nice to kind of build a giant greenhouse for all that stuff.
Oh, I know. The deer out there right now.
They can build an acre greenhouse and have a small vineyard in there. You'd spend your whole day taking care of it, but man, you would have some incredible food.
Oh, you do. That's what I'm doing now. You could actually tell the difference. Like you have your cow, Steve, and then once you start getting your own seasoning, your own thyme, your own oregano, you know, stuff like that, your own onion, your own garlic, and you know that there's no pesticides in it, or it came from China, or you know, it grew who knows where. Some people say that it was grown in sewer water, but now they also say if you eat from the vendors, you get sewer water. So who knows if that's a pledge or a fad or something or what.
Yeah.
But I did actually watch an Indian guy, you know, in India, literally dig his hand in his pants and dig at his bare ass and then prepare food for people. I did watch that.
Oh, yeah. India is a very, very dirty place.
So it makes me wonder about the other. And actually, no, I did see a video of a Chinese people going in with their little scoop things and go down into the sewer and scoop it up and bring the buckets up.
Yeah.
And serve it into their food. I did, or put it in the thing. I did actually watch the video, but I don't know if that was one of those stupid clickbait things because people are starting to do that now. Like, you know, someone goes, "Oh, hey, I'm gay, I'm bisexual, I'm a woman," you know, kind of coming up with all stupid shit. Like, I'm a giraffe right now. You know.
Yeah.
Just for clicks. And it's so fucking stupid, you know, it's just stupid and not right to lie. And then actually people that really are looking for the truth and not looking for let me go find a quick minute video for myself. You know, it won't watch those people again. You know, you've come across that too, Steve, where you were looking for particular follower or people that you know who they are, but it was like a video off brand. What was it? 5 years ago, it was the talking guy, and then next thing you know, it's like that guy's not even the one talking. You know, it was something else talking. But what about the other one? When it comes to cleanup, like, what do you mean by clean up your phone?
Well, a lot of apps and download craps, because my phone sometimes all of a sudden it'll drop the internet. And I can't, if I go back in and try to reset stuff, it doesn't work. I literally got to restart the phone.
I had that same issue. You have to go back in. It fried your chip. You need to go back in there and you need to go get a new SIM card.
You're probably right.
It did the same exact thing to me. But if you can, keep your SIM card, Steve. For proof later on that we want to say, here, they're frying our fucking SIM cards. What do you think it's doing to you? The guy actually literally told me it was radiation.
Well, yeah, that's why I don't put my phone to my head. Rarely do I put it to my head.
Oh, I know. Mine's speaker on. Why do you think you see me walking around with speaker all the time? Or
That's
on
why I
speaker?
am too. It's on speaker, or I run speaker in the truck or the car. You know, Wi-Fi. I don't put this thing. I see people going around, going down the road, la 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 la. It's like you drive a new car. I know you have Wi-Fi. Why do you want to put that thing next to your head?
Steve, they're almost got like a 37-inch right there in between the consoles nowadays.
Oh, I know, man. And Elon phones, I guess, are out. They're a third of the cost. They're better phones, and they run directly off Starlink.
I told you my requirements of the camera, and
I don't know what this camera's like. I have no idea, but it doesn't have all the invasive software that are loaded on these. They're not allowed to come on your phone.
I heard people about that, Steve, about 8 years ago tell me, well, if you have nothing to hide on your phone or privacy wise, then why do you, and then here's my response while I was at the bar, you know, with them. I'm going to go to your house. I'll go watch you. I'll go watch you change. No. If you say no privacy or anything, that's exactly what that phone's doing. Because a lot of people have their cameras uncovered. And a lot of them are watching their stuff or have it propped up. And I'm not saying male or female. Both of them will be walking around, you know, in the birthday suits. And, you know, if you want to call that privacy, then.
Yeah, they don't need to be following me around. They don't need to be, because a lot of times you go in there and the camera's on. It's like, I didn't turn that on.
Or my favorite, Steve, you know, I like to go get me a pair of slacks. Facebook. Hey, here's some slacks for you. Would you like these?
Yeah.
There you go. What the fuck?
You're so algorithmed out. Every one of us. They know us all really well. Oh, here's something I found the other day. I'll work on downloading this stuff from now on. They're actually making a robot with the exact human skeletal structure. And when it moves like a regular person, not like a robot. But they replicated every bone in the body. Kind of funny how man needs to keep copying Yahuwah, huh?
In every way. And
every way. It's not like we really didn't invent stuff. We just discovered stuff. We're discovering knowledge that's already there. Knowledge of the the source, the heavenly realm, the universe. All that knowledge is there. Ether. Because, you know, you're showing the pictures I've seen before of all the cathedrals with all those old looking antennas on them, all glowing. You know, they're attracting power. And if they had the equipment inside of them, they would be generating power for wherever it goes to.
Right.
And it doesn't use ground cabling either to power other buildings with. Same thing that they suppressed Tesla with. You know, he'd power light bulbs like when he was down here in Colorado Springs, like 5 or 6 miles away. He powered light bulbs with no wiring from the frequency from his lab.
Right. And then sometimes he would hold on to the light bulb and it would light up.
Yeah.
Too
No,
bad.
these are all set. So the ether's there.
But
You
how
know,
can I charge you for it, Steve, though?
and I know that's why JP Morgan took the money away from Nikolai Tesla, because he couldn't bill people for free power that they can get from the ether. We got some big changes coming.
Yep.
Really big changes coming. We're going to get rid, because look at this. People go, well, how's the government going to survive? Well, they cut the government to a quarter of what it is. You do tariffs, and we don't pay any income tax, but there is still a sales tax at corporate level. Guess what? All that money is flourishing in the system. The reason why they didn't want to do it that way, the elite, because we, the people, become absolutely free. In a sense. We can buy a lot more. We can have better lifestyles because they're not robbing our income anymore. They're not robbing what wealth we've accumulated over the years. Because this Biden thing was to take your wealth, because people cashing in 401ks to pay bills, stuff like that, you know, debt, bills, whatever. They've had to cash into a lot of their Roths, 401ks, any investments they had, sell stuff off. And so that's a result of the Bidens and the Obamas and the George Soros's, the central bank, all those people.
Yeah.
And on, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Rockefellers, whatever. I'm talking funny.
The names you don't even know also. But
Yeah.
the other thing is watching Trump a couple days ago, I think 4 days ago now, for he had the president or the prime minister of UK, and they kept saying that he was the closest ally, or a big ally. I'm thinking, like, who went after Trump? Wasn't it the city of London that went after Trump?
Yeah, that was the London banksters that decided they wanted to take out Trump, along with 5 other countries that were together. That includes Australia. They are in on it. London and a few other major countries that were in on it. New Zealand's another one, I think. But anyways, but without the IRS around, and Trump did get rid of 5 or 7 more offices of the IRS, in remote locations. This stuff is getting wound down, and then you got these little activist judges trying to control what the president does, but they can't override the Second Amendment. He could just, they're like little mosquitoes to him. All these gnats.
Do you think that Trump would give them their gavel and their gown and everything when they're down there at Gitmo so they could play?
Oh, the real judges?
No, the fake judges.
Oh,
Like the one that tried him in New York.
Yeah.
Other ones, the main one. I mean, what judge would take that case and not throw it
Yeah.
out immediately going, okay.
well, yeah,
exactly.
they needed to be, whatchamacallited from it. They needed to excuse themselves from it because the one judge, his daughter, was a Democrat activist collecting money, and she got to keep part of the money. So the Trump thing was generating a lot of donation money. She got to keep a high percentage of that. And I know her daddy got a kickback too. You know that.
So this is the
Call
same.
him big man. They call him Big Daddy. Daddy. We won't go there.
They're using the same old playbook.
Yeah.
Oh, it's seriously it. It's the let's use the judges like they did in 2016 and in 2020. Look, he froze again. Use the judges again, like in 2016.
It has never, ever been this bad.
Nope.
So what I'll do is this Sunday I'll get a cable pulled. So I might have to redo the show on Monday. You freeze up again?
Nope.
Okay.
There's gonna be more on Monday to happen because I don't know if Zelensky left or not.
I don't know. Last I saw, he was on Fox News. And they were asking him, I didn't finish watching it, but do you owe the president an apology?
Oh no, he left.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm looking at the here. Hold on, Steve. The yeah, don't you go away on me now and crash and burn. Hey, looking at this thing right here, Steve, reminds me of what was that? Naked Gun?
Yeah.
No, not Naked Gun. Remember where shit, who's that old guy off an airplane? He's looking at the picture. He's not an airplane though, it's another military one. He's looking at the photo going, man, these guys aren't doing anything today. Oh fuck, what was that movie?
I
Anyways,
don't know.
I'll show you Zelensky. Probably
He
got fucked.
plane?
He probably got fucked in the ass. No, it's right here. No, I don't want them to know my location. Doesn't make me looking up planes any easier. Say Ukraine. Ukraine.
Oh yeah? Where's he at right now?
Should be 6 feet under, but he's not. Over Boston.
No.
He's right here.
Perfect place to have an accident as soon as he hits the water.
Yeah, of all the it's an Airbus. I was gonna say of all the airplanes that are going down, and I'm not shitting you, Steve. There's literally, I could show you. There's 2 more airplane things. Like here's one.
It's a heart-stopping emergency landing. The plane has lost one of its wheels.
Emergency, we've lost our right wheel.
The pilot coolly brings the aircraft in and skids off the runway as emergency vehicles stand by. But there's a baffling mystery. The plane took off with 2 pilots on board. When the crash landed, there was only one.
We do have one subject who is not on the aircraft.
The drama started when the plane took off from an airfield about 90 miles from Raleigh, North Carolina. In the cockpit was 23-year-old co-pilot Charles Hugh Crooks and his still unidentified pilot. Suddenly, an emergency.
We've lost our right wheel. We'd like to proceed to Raleigh and make a landing at Raleigh. We have 2 persons on board. How do you intend to land at Raleigh-Durham? Get as slow as we can, and I guess we're going to put it on the belly.
After that dramatic emergency landing, the pilot reportedly told authorities his co-pilot had either jumped or fallen from the plane, but there's no mention of that incident on the just-released audio tapes. Crooks landed in the backyard of a family who lives 20 miles from the airport. His fall is estimated at nearly 4,000 feet.
We had officers that were responding in the area for the search and were flagged down by a resident. They had heard something in their backyard.
The 40-year-old plane is used for transporting cargo and also parachute training. One theory is that Charles Hugh Crooks slipped out of the rear cargo door. Aviation expert Steve Cowell says he doubts the co-pilot jumped out of the plane in a panic.
I can't imagine any pilot just deciding that it would be better to jump out of the airplane.
His anguished parents are speaking out.
Charlie was born to fly. From the time he was a little kid, it just lit him up. It was always his passion.
He was the best. We are totally devastated.
So the I'm wondering, Steve, if the he suicided himself. Maybe knew too much. No, I'm not laughing because of the kid. I'm laughing because of Zelensky, Steve. This.
Oh, I know. World's made he looks like a fool. That's really odd, man. It's like somebody murdered him.
Yeah. Here's another one.
Or was he looking out the back of the aircraft? Look at the landing gear.
I mean, that could be. You never know. Could be innocent. And here's another one without a front landing gear. And it's a bigger aircraft.
Oh, it's another Delta plane.
Yep.
He didn't land without it. I think the pilot, she collapsed it. He gets too far to know. Pogo stick.
Well, that plane's going to be out of the commission for a while.
It'll probably be totaled. Golden fix.
Wonder how much insurance is going to now.
Notice how it's all the Delta. Oh, yeah. Ain't no guys flying there.
There's one more where they shit out of the back, Steve. Oh, this is all the funeral, by the way. The big flag and all of it.
Funeral for who?
I told you, him. Trooper.
Oh, the highway patrolman.
Yes. Is this what I think it is? Oh. Never mind. I don't know if you want to hear
That's that stupid show that the women are all like, whatever.
Dumbass. Yeah. Here's another one. But this is not what I was thinking about.
What the heck? That's the engine compressor backfiring.
As we're coming back to Los Angeles, we continue to have the fuel problem. But on the way below 10,000 feet or so, which is about 4 minutes before landing, our left engine decided to quit. But the right engine was great. We had a nice, eventful, nice, smooth.
Had a compressor failure.
I've been flying 35 years. This is my first engine failure.
Holy shit.
Very rare situation. 23,000.
I don't know the colors.
United.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to hear the bang, bang, bang again, but you know what it is.
Yeah, that sounds like a compressor failure.
And then I'm getting there in a second with the damn. With the I think they shit out of the back of an airplane. That's you parked too close. That's you're a cop. I honked at you. I forgot what that was. This is I'm tired of flying on your shit. I don't know. No, not really. Legal immigrant.
Wow.
Look at all the supposed men standing around. Yeah, where in the hell is the police officers at?
I don't know. Here an illegal is here destroying our airport.
Oh, on a lighter note, Steve.
I created this personalized air filter for people that really care about the air that they breathe. At the top here are two plugs that go into your nose that filter the air coming in. There's holes in the bottom of it, and when you open it, there's a little filter on the inside that can be exchanged out. breaths of fresh air. In the future, with one purchase of one of these air filters, comes a free armband that says, "I'm the solution," as in I'm the solution to pollution. Is there a problem right now? I created this.
He looks like fucking Hitler. I have the solution.
This is the one I was talking about. This is Delta again, where they
Well, that was kind of fucked up.
They're going on the back of the airplane.
Delta again?
Yep.
Absolutely. God Almighty. Yes.
They do get rid of their male mechanics too.
I don't know. Wow. Like I said, they have so many aviation. I wouldn't want to fly right now.
I mean, there's still a lot of flights going on, but the odds are getting something's going to happen.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's, I think it's all the above. Incompetence, the lack of, did you see the Delta video, by the way?
Oh, the one where no men flying?
There were two chicks side by side.
Yeah, I think I did.
Let me refresh your memory.
I've seen it.
There's a new meme to it, Steve.
Did somebody say slave?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, 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 no.
Did somebody say?
Too
You know how bad this is hurting that movement now? The feminist movement is getting obliterated.
Yeah.
See, when the spirit of Aphrodite leaves, look what happens. She's no longer welcome among us.
It actually reminds me of what happened, like I said, where Trump and fans handed Zelensky's ass to himself. Said, "Here you go, you little punk."
Well, yeah, he's trying to litigate it in front of the American people on the fake media, and he just made himself look like a total non-caring, murderous dumbass. He doesn't care that people are dying by the thousands. He doesn't care. He doesn't. Oh, Joe Biden gifted me that money. That wasn't Joe Biden's right to give away our money. So you sell the freaking, your little yachts, you sell all your homes, and you tell us who you gave the money back to in our government.
And we won't hand you over to Putin for crimes against humanity and messing with genes, which will be crimes against humanity.
Oh, the biolabs altering genetics to create viruses that kill people.
I wish Trump would have mentioned that. And then the only thing I have about Vance that he needs to get a little bit more training on is how to respond like that, where Trump literally, he was giving Zelensky the rope to hang himself. He goes, here you go, keep going, keep going.
Zelensky did a really bad job. He exposed, Yahuwah is exposing everybody for what they are.
I wonder if that's what the uncomfortableness, because like I said, it looked like coke, because he kept, going around. He never sniffed, because being around cokeheads, they sniff, but he was doing this a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Twitching, eyes darting all over but there was a lot of people there, but eyes darting all over the
place. Plus his thought process. Usually most Democrats can't think on the fly like that. Liberals, they can't think on the fly.
Yeah, their talking points, yeah.
Yeah, you lose their talking points. They're Schwalwell farting in the Capitol building.
What river? What
gas vapor?
It's like what river? What sea?
Yeah. What river? What do you mean? Do you know they don't accept homosexuality over there? Yeah, you better get a bigger flag so you can try to use it for a parachute when they throw you off one of their buildings.
In my Palestine, Steve, it's all rainbows, gumdrops, lollipops, and
oh yeah,
you know, whatever they believe in. I don't know what. It's hard. I don't even want to get in their mind, to be honest with you.
Oh no, it would take years to fix yourself going to a real psychologist.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm getting tired of people telling me to go to therapy, and then you have nothing but these psychologists going to pump you full of drugs. And then secondly, a lot of them have been probably in the Rothschild part where they're teaching you and training you to just mess with you basically. And some of them are Masonic or in part of the club to do such things.
Well, I mean, like my uncle Bryce, he's a psychiatrist, but he's very ultra conservative and very much a believer. Then I talked to another guy in the VA. I could tell he was a believer too. He was down to earth, really nice guy, pleasant to speak with. Didn't try to put me on any drugs, nothing, you know.
Yeah, majority of them I hear that way. I mean, it's hard to find them, that way that are not corrupted out or.
Yeah. Well, the VA thinks I'm crazy because they sent me to the higher level psychiatrist, mental health. They interviewed me. So I showed them my Sasquatch pictures on my phone, the orbs, and the lady got me. She saw the Sasquatch. She got goosebumps all over her. She goes, that scares me. Whoa, I got goosebumps. Yeah. So I looked at her. Do you think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
She goes, if you were, I'd be giving you some meds.
They all are, I mean, we all have a little bit of a certainness, but not certainness, but we all have a certain part of a damage to us. But some of us cannot deal with change or truth. As soon as truth comes to them, they literally act like a Democrat. You know what I mean? They snap at you. They act like it's an attack.
Oh yeah, they get really all crazy. Like my buddy Wayne one time, we were talking about what's his name, the black guy on the alien stuff. What was his name? I'll think of it in a bit. Anyways, though, he was talking about like the Anunnaki were the gods, and I was crazy for believing in Yahuwah and the fallen angels and all of that. Called it a myth. Then he got mad at me. Well, what the heck would you get mad for? That doesn't make any sense. Other than there's demonic stuff going on.
That Bill Carson?
Yeah, Billy Carson. There we go. The black, yeah. He was pushing. When I was there, went there. Gene and Michelle were there too. When I went there, Billy Carson was trying to push transhumanism. And he said, wouldn't that be great? Your conscious gets downloaded into a computer, a mainframe. And people are looking at him like, do you have something wrong with you? But he's misquoting scripture. He's really is he's a false teacher, but he's an apparent false teacher.
He constantly, we didn't come from God, we came from monkeys. The Anunnaki dropped us off, we're experiment to them. That's all he's saying, stuff like that. Religion is this, or sometimes he mixes truth up with the other.
Well, anyways, what I was saying in the testimony of Gilgamesh that they found, Nimrod had, I already told you this, Nimrod had like a high priest guy, and his name was Enoch. And Enoch told him that he needed to get rid of Abram because he was going to destroy his kingdom. So they tried to kill Abram, who the Yahudim came from. But he went and lived with the Ancient Ones for 50.
Are you done? Because there was something else.
No, I froze again.
No, not that. I mean, I didn't know if you were done. You're done with your thing because you just reminded me, Steve. I was over there. I was going to talk to her, but Rick was talking to her, so I overheard. She goes, "Yeah, we have to answer to our sponsors." Well, if you're a fucking prophet, who's your sponsor? I mean,
Yeah, Yahuwah is your sponsor.
Bingo.
That's the only one you have to answer to. Yep. But a lot of the prophets were wealthy, but they didn't gain their wealth like Amanda Grace and them. They gained their wealth through success because Yahuwah provided them with pathways for success.
Yes, and they took advantage of it, or not advantage of it. They took what was given to them.
Right, because Yahuwah wants us to live like royalty on this planet. He wants us to have good lives and enjoyable lives.
Be fruitful and
not being enslaved to the oligarchy, Social Security, IRS, central bank bullcrap.
I mean, look what he did at the temple with the tables.
Yeah, Yeshua went in and all the changers in the temple. They were doing business in the temple. It's not a bank. It's a place of worship.
It's happening today, to be honest with you. And with the church up top, Masonic in the basement. All right, let me know when you want to do it.
Yeah, let's do a good show so we're not constantly interrupted.
Yeah, because I don't know when you leave.
Yeah.
It should be.
I know, I'm like stuck in time. I can't move my face.
Then I said, "Hey, you want to go?" And then you're frozen. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Then I gotta wait for him to come back and see if he wants to go.
Hey, I'm going transhuman. I'm stuck in the database. Help! I can't move my lips.
Oh, that's another thing too. Shadow shit said that people are inside your computer, and people believed him.
Yeah, so don't ever destroy that computer or else you're gonna lose souls. Oh, when you access the internet, they go into the mainframe.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, they go back and they do. They're in there. They're fighting each other. The white hats are fighting the black hats, and it's like, huh? Stephen. I mean, not Stephen. It's like, oh. Shit.
Well, transhumanism. If they're talking about it, they're probably already doing it.
Yeah, it's just like, remember the clone.
Yeah, the clones. Like I said, I saw that skeletal structure that was made into a robot, and it moves. You can't tell it's a robot. It moves totally like we do.
Oh, I know. I think robots are among us, and so is E.T.
Yeah. Well,
we have the lizard people. This is our shortest show ever.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, no. Even the times I didn't record the 5-6 times, that was still a full show. It's just we didn't record it.
Yeah.
Then look at here, I'm like, wow, it's only 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 10:10 here, man.
That's
10:10. I got a receipt like that before too. 10:10.
It's about to be 11:11. They say those are demonic numbers.
What, 11:11?
No,
I'm that.
No, the numbers in general. You know how they all start dealing with the demonic.
Oh yeah, they're not demonic. Some could be, but some of them aren't.
I think what they do with it, not what they do with it, but I know the numbers are godly, but what they try to do with it, the hijack it and do it for whatever it is, because The only ones I see with the 1111s, the 333, the all the others repeated like that, Steve, or the witches, the Wiccans, the pagan types, the
Oh yeah,
the
Weapon
types.
woke up a lot at 3:33 in the morning. A lot. But it wasn't a harsh wake up. It was gentle. Then I just start praying, then I go back to sleep, and then I wake up super refreshed.
Not everything is evil, but
No, it's not. I mean, I had a run on it really bad one time. I came back in from the shop that next day, took a quick, 15-minute, woke up at 3:33.
yeah, you haven't done that in a while. Not the naps part, because you said you used to do that at noon.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go back to doing that because it actually helped me substantially. Plus, it was just kind of, we'll talk about that next time. We'll talk about meditating and trying to be silent minded. Don't think about anything. Because I talk to a lot of women, they go, I can't shut my mind off. I go, all you do is listen. You don't think, you just listen. And anytime a thought comes up, you go, shh. Every single time. Don't let the thought come up. And
Yeah,
you just listen.
That thing that lived here, or that woman that lived here in our basement, she goes, ever since the accident, I had a quiet mind. I've never had that. I said, well, good, because you shouldn't have all those voices in your head saying shit. Oh, you froze again, with the doubt and all that.